some of the boxers that actually want to fight against Mike Tyson if they feel like they really won? Like, what he finna do? Can I shake his hand? He be talking about eating kids and shit. Like, I don't know. Next line, walk him down. Whole time I know he got some hoe in him. This is a double entendre, ladies and gentlemen. Not only does Kendrick continue to emasculate Drake in his bar, but also means he doesn't have much dignity and commits sexual immoralities against women. This was elaborated further in his previous diss. He hates black women, hypersexualizes them with kinks of a nympho fetish. Whole time I know he got some hoe in him. What? Yeah, bounce that ass. Yeah, bounce that ass. He said that in Family Matters. He said that in a real diss song against this guy. Yeah, bounce that ass. 66666. I mean that the new hoe king. I don't know numbers of that. Hey, give me the number. Please look at my chain, because I don't have any dirt on Kendrick. It's just crazy. All right, next line. Pole on him, extort him, bully, death row on him. This feels like a death row diss. Oh my goodness. Say, Drake, I hear you like him young. Kendrick really say shit that I can understand why people be uncomfortable. Even as my homie, I'll be like, all right, bro. You got him. It's getting there. All right, so Drake, I hear you like him young. Your freaky ass. You better not ever go to cell block 1. The prison system can be a menacing place for child molesters, sexual offenders. Doubling down on the sexual misconduct allegations, Kendrick is insinuating that Drake should be imprisoned as a result. Kendrick already expressed as much on his earlier release, Meet the Grams. Him and Weinstein should get effed up in a cell for the rest of their life. This shit is playing out like a movie with Easter eggs. Drake has been making a Tubi movie on his phone. I'm not trying to downplay his pen when I say that Drake makes Tubi movies and TikTok skits, but this is how he's treating this battle. A Tubi movie is half-ass shot. I still be liking them sometimes. Half-ass shot. They got a catchy-ass name. You know what I'm saying? Not that good at acting, but it's still an actor. Right? Sometimes the music is actually really good. He has been treating this like it's a casual thing. You're messing up, sir. To any bitch that would talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. Kendrick continues his bars of calling Drake a pedophile. Calls on anyone talking to Drake to hide. He defended, I don't got no daughter. Stupid. Hey, what about the other thing? My thing is this. Maybe he doesn't say anything, and I don't have any evidence of this. So this is just me thinking. Maybe he can't talk about that because maybe there are active cases that we don't know about. I think it'd be really easy to seal documents when you have Universal on your side, right? But this is just showing a pattern of behavior. And once again, 36, 19, hey, they're adults. Still kind of freaky. So he defends his friendship with Millie Bobby Brown, 19, and new song lyrics. They've had like some clips that have popped up of them like texting each other and 21 years old. See, this is why you got to have a good memory when you're doing the kind of work that I'm doing. Remember when Joe Budden criticized Drake's For the Dogs album? And remember how zesty of a response he had? How he was very, let me take the bias out of it. How angry the response felt. How offended he sounded. Can we pull that article back up? Because I wanted to remember what that actually was about. Like, what did he actually say that got him so pissed off? Well, Joe Budden said a lot of things about the For the Dogs album. And although a lot of those are just like subjective views of his music, there was one in particular that seemed to be the straw that broke the camel's back. And it had to do with the fact, or not the fact, but the opinion that Drake and his music seemed to have an issue growing up. Mind you, this is October 11, 2023 when this happened. We did stories around it. Man, these allergies are kicking my ass. So here's some of the things he said about the project. And you tell me which one might have been the one that you think got to Drake. We're going to get back to the lyrics, but once again, we're breaking this down because I don't want to talk about this subject unless we've done some kind of research in the process. Hearsay is not good enough. I'm not here to waste your time with hearsay. So first thing that Joe Budden said about his project is that he thinks 8 a.m. in Charlotte doesn't live up to the rest of the Drake timestamp series. Okay, fair. He says Budden wanted Virginia Beach to be a Pusha T diss record because he didn't respond back to when Pusha T was the one that outed his son. Another critique he had, he doesn't get why Drake seemingly took shots at Rihanna. Kind of zesty, kind of weird, but he did that. He has a history of doing that. He did it with Megan Thee Stallion. Next thing he said, Budden said that first person shooter with J. Cole exemplified his overall issue with Drake. Now, why do we care about what Joe Budden has to say about this? First of all, I care about my OGs in this game because if it hadn't been for a vulnerable Joe Budden, there would not have been quite the same lane paved the way that it was, not just by Joe Budden, but by the Fontes. Got to give Fonte his roses. And the ones before them as well, but more so in a modern sense, these are the people who have given sort of the DNA of who Drake went on to become. Elzai is another one of those. So Joe Budden, there was a point in time where Drake sounded exactly like Joe Budden. Exactly like Joe Budden. I don't know if I still got the clips, but he sounded exact. Matter of fact, can I pull that up? Just to give you context of why we should matter. We're going to get back into this. Let me see. Drake rapping like Joe Budden. And this is for sure going to flag the stream, but oh well. Look at this. Sounds like Drake is rapping for children.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Here we go again. As a conversation, by the way, this is articles from Complex Magazine. You can check it out yourself. He said the project sounds like Drake is rapping for the children. As the conversation was winding down during this Joe Budden podcast episode, he said he thought the project sounded like Drake rapping for children rather than his longtime friends. Yo, dog, my best Joe Budden. I had to look up how old this nigga was. And when I finished listening to the album, Joe Budden said, you're 36. Your birthday in 20 days. I Googled that too. You'll be 37 years old. Get the fuck out of here from some of these younger niggas and stop fucking these 25-year-olds. I'll read it like here, right? You want to keep that bag coming. I get it. You want to make sure you don't alienate the youth. But what happens when it gets weird? What happens when it becomes now you're starting to get in that creepy age where it's like, why is Drake making music that sounds like what Lil Yachty would make? Well, one, probably because in some allegations, Lil Yachty is ghostwriting in some of these songs. He's just giving him not that he needs the lyrics, but he's giving him a vibe, a younger attached vibe to go along with. There's a lot of things that are leading to why a Kendrick is saying what he's saying. And I imagine if he's saying this, everything else that he said, something else has come to light. I'm starting to think, because Drake, I don't know if you saw it, Drake responded back to when Kendrick said he had an 11-year-old daughter. He was like, 11-year-old daughter where? I don't think he realizes the chess move that might have been. You're showing people that you care more about the allegation that you have another illegitimate child that you have not claimed, more so than the allegations that you're surrounded by pedophiles, that you yourself might allegedly be someone who has dabbled in such a lifestyle of sexual impurities, of womanizing. These are the allegations against you. And instead of going at that, instead of saying something, you crushed a replica of the Good Kid, Mad City truck minivan while you paraded around Toronto with your jury. man, oh man, what is going on? What is going on? I want to see if there's something else that I wanted to show you guys. Oh yeah, can we talk about this really for a quick second before we get back to this Kendrick record? Someone else said something I thought was interesting, and I want to bring this to your attention as well. Here, there's someone that shared this with me. It's a gentleman who's talking about the issue he took with with Drake saying that Kendrick sounded like he's rapping like he's trying to free the slaves. To be fair, let me get that whole bar, because I don't want y'all to accuse me of being unfair. I might be biased, but I'm not unfair. Free the slaves. Free the slaves. And I'll put lyrics. This is from the song he just released. All right. These lyrics is his unexplainable infatuation with supremely young women. It's getting to that place now. It's getting to that place where you can't out-rap these allegations. I don't care what song you come with. Thank you, Said. I don't care what song you come with. You can't out-rap. You've done that same two-step. Oh, no, these people think they know me. I think they about to cancel me, but I just gotta make another song. You can't drop 81 points like you can't drop 81 points like Kobe when he was going through his situation in court, and people was like, man, I forgot he was even in a court case. You can't score. There is no 81 points you can score. This is creepy, bro. This is creepy, and you've already shown in your personality that there is a habit of doing this. I'm 39. My life doesn't consist of that kind of a lifestyle. So when I hear people say you're just jealous of Drake, I'm all right. I'm good. Actually, I love my life. It's not complex. I get to sit up here and talk to 2,000 people about this craft I love. This is disturbing at the very least. And Baker got a weird case. Why is he around? Who is Baker? Baca. Oh no, okay. Baca not nice. Travis was previously a former security guard who signed with Drake's record label OVO, an imprint of Warner Brothers from 2017. Baca was arrested and charged with forcing a 22-year-old woman into prostitution and taking her money. This led to Drake mentioning Baca's release from jail on the 25th. Oh, wait a minute. So after that happened, and he served his time, Drake shouts him out on a song called Know Yourself. I might declare it a holiday as soon as Baca get back on the road.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
It's interesting when someone is just able to connect dots that are in plain view. You don't gotta dig for dirt. Who needs dirt when you're doing this in plain view? I think right now we're seeing Drake in a very vulnerable place because he's sloppy right now. He's not acting like himself. He's very sloppy. He's usually very calculated. At least that's how he was in the back-to-back in the charged up battle with Meek. He's usually very calculated with his enemies. Even with Kanye, he's very calculated. He's very sloppy right now. And I think we're seeing him with his back against the wall. Then Kendrick goes on to say certified lover boy, which is one of his projects. Nah, certified pedophile. Womp, 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 dot, fuck, I'm up. Womp, 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 womp. I'm gonna do my stuff. You know what's so crazy about when these moments happen like this? I think rappers my age sometimes don't understand the necessity of this. It sounds like out of nowhere, Kendrick is just like having like a Tourette situation, like a Tourette moment. He's just ad-libbing. You got to understand, when you say all of this, everybody's not following the lyrics the same way that we are right now. Some people need moments like that to be like, I don't know what that nigga was saying before that, but this shit hard. They killing that shit right now. She killing that shit right now. That part right there will be the deciding factor for them. I know so many people like that. They need these moments. That moment right there is like a all these shit. They're really killing it now. And it's like, did you not hear what he said in the first two bars? Okay, never mind. He asked Drake, damn, when DJ Mustard had them summers that he had, and he was literally being played back to back on LA radio. LA radio, it was literally anybody that was hot at the time had a DJ Mustard record. He would literally run like 7, 8 songs in a row on some of these stations. He was the sound of LA for a long time. And the Bay Area obviously gets credit for the sound as well. There's a lot of artists out there like DB Moneybag that I think really carry on that legacy. The folks who really just like, even now, even Russell as well, like in this new generation of it, they really carry that sound on. So it is a West Coast. Everything here is West Coast. I do think it's Kendrick also understanding cultural nuance. Cultural currency. He's saying, hey, West Coast, I got us. I got us. Matter of fact, I got us in a way where you heard me rap over an Alchemist beat. You heard me rap over a Soundwave beat with Taylor Swift's producer as well. So I'm on my hip hop shit. Now I'm about to do this for us. This for us. Now we got a LA banger like we ain't had in quite some time. Something that's gonna rock. This is different. Now I got us. And on top of that, I got the Bay too. Because Pac was originally, he lived in the Bay for a minute.